Hello, wonderful 8th graders. I'm making this in the summer. I'm hoping you're proving yourselves wonderful now that we're in school. A circle is the set of all points in a plane that are the same distance from a given point, called the center. A radius is a line segment with one endpoint at the center of the circle and the other endpoint on the circle. The diameter is a line segment that passes through the center of a circle and has endpoints on the circle. And the circumference is the distance around a circle. You should know all those. I like how in 8th grade they teach you both formulas, where if you have a radius, you use c equals 2 pi r, and if you have a diameter, you use c equals pi d to find the circumference. I teach that anyways, but I just was pointing that out. So, we have a circle with a radius of 4 meters. So because we have a radius of 4 meters, we want to use c equals 2 pi r. 2 times pi times radius, which was 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And then we can have 8 times pi, which remember is 3.14. And 8 times 3.14 is 25.1. So the directions say in terms of pi and to the nearest tenth. In terms of pi is when you multiply 2 times the radius and leave the pi sign on there. So 8 pi is in terms of pi, and then 25.1 is to the nearest tenth. A circle with a diameter 3.3 feet. So because it gives the diameter, we're going to use c equals pi d. We're going to put 3.3 in for diameter. And then to show in terms of pi, we're going to have 3.3 pi, because we don't have a 2 to multiply it by, because it's already given the diameter. And then if we wanted to round that to the nearest tenth, it would be 10.4 feet when we multiplied 3.3 times 3.14. Okay? Find the area of each circle, both in terms of pi and to the nearest tenth. Use 3.14 for pi. So, when you're using area, you're only using one formula, pi r squared. And remember, r squared is like saying r times r, so the radius times itself. So a circle with a radius of 4 inches would be pi times 4 squared. It wants it in terms of pi, so we square the 4 and get 16 and leave our pi sign there for in terms of pi. Then to the nearest tenth, we take 16 times 3.14, and that equals 50.2. When we round it, it might equal something else, but rounded it's 50.2. Okay, remember 4 squared is 4 times 4. Okay, this is a circle with a diameter of 3.3. Well, in our formula, we need radius. So we take the diameter and divide it by 2. So we have 3.3 over 2, and that equals 1.65. And that is what we're going to put in for our radius now. Now we're going to multiply 1.65 times itself, and we get 2.7225 pi meters. So that's in terms of pi. And then to the nearest tenth, we multiply by 3.14, and rounded is 8.5 meters squared. Graph the circle with a center -2, 1 that passes through 1, 1. Find the area and circumference both in terms of pi and to the nearest hundredth. Use 3.14 for pi. Okay. So we have a center of -2, 1, right? And then it passes through the point 1, 1. So this distance here is our radius. And it looks like it's 1.5 units. However, you have to pay attention to the number line. And the number line is going by 2. So each section is 2 pieces, or 2. So we have 2 there, and we have 1 here because it's 1.5. So that's actually a distance of 3. So we're going to put 3 in for r. Remember, that's 3 times 3, which is 9 pi units, or 28.3 units squared if we round to the nearest tenth. Okay? Now we also need to find the circumference. Well, If the radius is 3, all the way across is going to be 6. So we're going to put 6 in for our diameter. 6 times pi is 6 pi, and rounded to the nearest tenth is 18.8. A Ferris wheel has a diameter of 56 feet and makes 15 revolutions per ride. How far would someone travel during a ride? Use 22/7 for pi. So, C equals pi d. We know the diameter is 56, so we do 56 times pi, which in this case they want us to use 22/7. So we use 22/7 for pi times 56 over 1. 7 goes into 7 once and into 56 8 times. And when we multiply 22 times 8, we get 176. Okay? So that's the circumference. The distance traveled is the circumference of the Ferris wheel times the number of revolutions. So the distance of the Ferris wheel, or the circumference, times the revolutions, and we get 2,640 feet. Okay? Because it's going 15 revolutions per ride, and each revolution is 176 feet. Go ahead and do your check it out, and then get on with your assignment.